So now that we've learned more about what ultra-processed foods are, how can you spot which ones are ultra-processed when you're shopping at the grocery store? Shopping can be very confusing. A lot of labels are misleading and make claims that aren't true because they're trying to sell their product. So is something labeled as healthy really healthy, or is it a more ultra-processed product? So here's a quick trick that you can use whenever you're shopping. So you can take a look at the ingredient list. If there's a long list with a lot of ingredients that you don't recognize, it may be an ultra processed product. Some examples may be sugary cereals, snack bars, flavored yogurts, candies. If you are looking at the back of the label and it only has 1 to 5 items, or it doesn't have a label at all, like if it's a fresh fruit, fresh vegetable,
best case scenario,
then you know that you're spotting probably something that's not ultra processed. That's just a rule of thumb. It won't apply to everything, but that could be one way that you could check, is by looking at the label.
Yeah, I know, like sometimes when I'll still do this when I see a new product in the store, I'm shocked at the amount of added sugars that I can see just in the ingredients list. So if you see, you look on the back of a nutrition facts label and you see added sugar and you think, oh, okay, that's just added white sugar added in. It could be 10 different ways that they've added sugar in. So, for example, like I know when I've looked at like cookies and stuff, I'll see like brown rice syrup, which is an added sugar. I'll see molasses, which is an added sugar. I'll see inverted sugar, which is an added sugar. And, you wonder, like, why do we have to have like 5 different types of added sugar? Why couldn't we just stick with honey or just regular table sugar, And so looking at that ingredients list, being the detective, don't ever rely on the front of package food claims. Look at the back, because that's where it's going to tell the real picture. Or even if it doesn't have to have a label, like Leanne said, for fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, and such. One of my favorite ones that I've seen recently, well, that's irritating, but I wanted to bring up, is the protein trend.
Oh, yes.
And so you'll see like products, especially like they're even marketing to kids now with this, which is just so sad, but it'll be like protein chips.
Yeah.
It's still a chip. They've just added in some type of protein product that's ultra processed to make it less perceived as less processed or more healthy. This is still an ultra processed foods, and best case scenario would be that maybe you give your children, I don't know, popcorn that has some fiber with a cheese stick, and then you get some protein. So just remember that ultra processed foods will have those labeling claims that can be really confusing, and at the end of the day, still prioritizing the whole foods is going to be your best option. And if you still have a hard time differentiating it, please feel free to reach out to us, because that's our jobs, and we are paid to be the detectives and find these products, and we want to make sure that we're helping you. So comment, let us know the struggles that you've seen, or just products that you didn't know were ultra processed, and then now when you go to the grocery store, you start to notice now that we've talked about some things. So comment, let us know, and as always, subscribe, like, so you can keep watching our channel and continuing to follow along the series. And also check out our blog, because it has this a little more in detail for you, but that's at our website, www.sproutedappetites.com.